If you've ever come across UNIBET promo codes and wondered how people actually use them, why some work instantly while others don't seem to do anything, or how to make sure you're not missing out on any bonus in 2026, then this is exactly what you need to hear. Because the truth is, most people don't actually lose promo codes because they're fake. They lose them because they don't understand how the system works. And once you do, it becomes very simple to take advantage of every offer properly, without confusion or mistakes. So let's start from the very beginning in a clear and natural way. UNIBET promo codes are basically special codes provided by UNIBET that unlock bonuses for new and existing users. These bonuses can come in different forms, depending on the promotion running at the time. Sometimes it's a deposit match, where the platform gives you extra funds based on how much you deposit. Sometimes it's free bets, sometimes it's risk-free bets, and sometimes it's special event-based rewards tied to sports like football, tennis, or basketball. But no matter the type, the purpose is always the same: to give you extra value when you place bets on the platform. Now here is the first thing you need to understand clearly. A promo code does not automatically give you money just because you have it. Think of it like a key. The key only works if you put it in the right door at the right time. That means timing, eligibility, and correct input all matter. A lot of people rush through sign up or deposit steps and then later wonder why their code didn't activate. In reality, the system is very strict, and it only activates bonuses when everything is done exactly as required. When you first decide to use a UNIBET promo code, the process usually starts on the registration page. You begin by creating your account, and this is where many people make their first mistake. You need to make sure you are entering accurate details, because betting platforms like UNIBET are regulated, meaning your identity has to match your payment method later. If anything doesn't match, even a valid promo code might not be applied properly. After you enter your basic details like email, username and password, you will usually see a field where you can input a promo code. This is where you carefully type or paste the code exactly as it is given. And this is important because promo codes are case sensitive in some cases. One wrong letter, one missing character, or an extra space can cause the system to reject it completely without telling you clearly what went wrong. So it's always better to copy and paste if possible rather than typing manually. Once the code is entered during registration, the next step is usually completing your first deposit, and this is where most of the value is actually unlocked. For example, if the promo code is a deposit match bonus, UNIBET might say something like, match your first deposit up to a certain amount. What that means in simple terms is if you deposit a specific amount, the platform will give you an extra percentage or fixed bonus amount on top of it. But again, this only works if the code was activated before or during the deposit process, depending on the offer rules. Now, something a lot of beginners don't realize is that promo codes are often tied to specific conditions. For example, some codes only work for new users. Some only work in certain regions. Some are tied to specific sports markets, and some only activate if you deposit a minimum amount. So if you try a code and it doesn't work, it doesn't always mean the code is broken. It might simply mean you don't meet the requirements for that specific offer. After your deposit is completed and the code is successfully activated, the bonus usually doesn't appear instantly as real cash. This is another thing that confuses people. In most cases, the bonus will appear in a separate bonus balance or as free bets in your account. This means you cannot always withdraw it directly. Instead, you are required to use it for betting first, and any winnings you make from it may or may not become withdrawable, depending on the terms. And yes, this is where reading terms becomes very important, because every promo code comes with wagering requirements or usage rules. Wagering simply means you have to use the bonus a certain number of times before it becomes withdrawable. For example, if you get a bonus and the requirement is 5x wagering, it means you must place bets totaling 5 times the bonus amount before you can withdraw any winnings. This is standard across most betting platforms, not just UNIBET. Now let's talk about something practical. If you are using UNIBET promo codes in 2026, you should always check for updated offers before you even start the process. Promo codes change frequently. A code that worked last month might no longer be active today, and sometimes new codes are released for special events like major football tournaments, championship games, or seasonal promotions. So staying updated is actually part of the strategy. Another important tip is to avoid random websites that claim to have secret or guaranteed working codes. Most of those are outdated or recycled. The safest source is always official UNIBET promotions or trusted affiliate partners that clearly state the terms. Because if a code is not recognized by the system, no amount of retrying will make it work. Now let's go deeper into how you can maximize these promo codes instead of just using them once and forgetting about them. The smart approach is to always time your deposit around the best available offer. For example, if there is a weekend promotion where UNIBET is offering enhanced bonuses for football matches, it makes more sense to activate your promo code during that period rather than randomly during a low activity time. Also, if you're an existing user, you might think promo codes are only for new players, but that's not always true. UNIBET often releases reactivation bonuses or loyalty codes for returning users. These might come through email, SMS, or in-app notifications. So even if you already have an account, it's worth checking your messages regularly because you might already have a hidden bonus waiting for activation. Another thing you should pay attention to is payment method compatibility. Some promo codes only work if you deposit using specific methods like debit cards, e-wallets, or bank transfers. If you use the wrong method, the system might not trigger the bonus even if your code is correct. So always double check the payment conditions before depositing. Now let's talk about withdrawal expectations, because this is where many beginners get frustrated. You might place a few winning bets using your bonus and suddenly realize you cannot withdraw everything immediately. This is not a scam or error, it's simply part of the bonus structure. The idea is to encourage gameplay within the platform before cashing out. Once you meet the requirements, the winnings become fully available for withdrawal. One very important habit you should develop is checking your bonus status inside your account dashboard. UNIBET usually provides a clear section showing active bonuses, remaining wagering requirements, and expiration dates. Yes, bonuses can expire. If you don't use them within a specific time frame, they may disappear. So timing is not just about activation, it's also about usage. Let's also talk about mistakes people make when using promo codes. One of the biggest mistakes is trying multiple codes at the same time or switching codes halfway through registration. This can confuse the system and sometimes void the bonus completely. Another mistake is not reading eligibility rules, especially regional restrictions. If a promo is not available in your country, forcing it will not work no matter what you try. And then there's the issue of rushing. A lot of users get excited and skip steps, especially during deposit. They assume the code will automatically apply, but most systems require confirmation. That means you should always double check before finalizing any transaction. If you want to use UNIBET promo codes effectively in 2026, the real strategy is patience and accuracy. Take your time during registration, enter the code correctly, verify the conditions, complete your deposit properly, and then track your bonus in your account. Once you understand this flow, everything becomes predictable and much easier to manage. At the end of the day, promo codes are not magic tricks. They are structured offers designed to reward users who follow instructions properly. And once you get used to how they work, you'll realize there's actually a lot of value hidden in them, especially during big sporting seasons when promotions are at their peak. So instead of guessing or trying random codes, focus on understanding the process, staying updated with current offers, and using each promo code strategically. That's how you turn a simple bonus into real advantage over time.